Good morning! How are you doing? My cookie crew? It's raining like a bugger out there. I washed the truck last week. I washed the truck last week. You guys knew that already. Hang on, let me put cameras up. Yeah. I'm gonna put all the cameras outside. It's raining so hard. It should be fine. Should be fine. Especially with two of them outside, two forward-facing cameras. Waterproof door closed. Seems important. Seems very important. We are in Abbotsford. I'm like, where are we? We are in Abbotsford, British Columbia, right along Trans-Canada Highway 1. I'll show you our load here in a second. Okay, getting out of the way. I'll show you guys on this side. We got two pallets that they wanted tarped. Yeah, I should actually show you the pallets. Long one, the small one. I don't actually know what they are. And then two pallets of lumber wrap. Should have put that one on the front, but whatever. I'm happy with that. The pup's empty. It's a little baby load just delivered in Vancouver. And now I'm gonna use the employees only room right here, and then we'll hammer down. All right, some of you got that, some of you didn't. So beautiful, nice and clean like this. I mean, it's not polished, but it's nice and clean. Let's get out of here. Traffic has been stupid. Soaking wet. Let's get the fan going. Everything's fogging up. Put the jacket down here so that it dries out. Good, microphones are still both there. When Jess isn't here, I wear both because I have one set to left and one set to right. And instead of changing the settings every time, just leave it on left and right. I just wear both and it's fine. Let's get you guys up on the shoulder cam. Look, really, window's really fogged up. Okay. Let's see. Whoop, whoop. What are you guys doing down there? Don't go down there. There's not much to see down there. Actually, I wonder if I could set up a pedal cam. Oh wait, there's no clutch. My bad. My bad, no clutch. If there was a clutch, it'd be a cool view. All right, we are defogged. We'll wait for traffic to clear. I think right after this car. We need to make pullouts, man. We have to legally pull over so many kilometers after loading. In which case,
at the roundabout, take the 4th exit to Highway 1.
In which case they should have pullouts so that we can legally pull over somewhere and not just some random on-ramp or off-ramp. Now I have to go an off-ramp, do a roundabout. Get back on the highway. Excuse me. leaving space for me. I think he's leaving space for me. Flashed his high beams. Perfect. Thank you, driver. Appreciate it. Let me out, let me out, let me out. Don't worry, nobody turns their lights on. It's only a downpour. Actually, it's not even raining that hard right now compared to what it was earlier with like a monsoon. A wave at Zinco for letting me in. I appreciate it. Let me move over too. Hoping this side we could do the speed limit, but negative on that. Whenever it rains hard like this, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it up. Whenever it rains hard like this, people just slow right down, and fair enough, right? If you're not comfortable driving in rain, slow down. But for crying out loud, if you can't do the speed limit, stay in the slow lane. All it takes is a couple of people that are slow to go in the left lane, and all of a sudden you're doing 80, 85 and 100 zone. Most people are doing a great job. Somebody said, I'm sorry you have to deal with all the bad traffic. Honestly, it's just a few cars. It's just a few. Most of them are doing a great job. Out of the thousands of cars I see a day, thousands of cars, if a few of them are jack wagons, kind of expected, right? And I'm like, usually the jack wagons, I've forgotten about them 2 minutes down the road. If you see a jack wagon in the video and comment about them, I have no idea what you're talking about, because my memory my memory capacity is very small. They don't get a spot in those memories. As for videos coming up, I don't know, I can't remember, man. My memory did not store the videos I shot this week. I can't remember. They're cool. No tickets this week, no breakdowns. All has been good. I actually went home last night. Not last night, night before. Actually went home. I know I'm kind of running the yellow line. I'm just giving people in the left lane as much room as possible. So some of them have struggled staying in their lane. So if I give them as much room as possible, if they screw up, come into my lane, not the end of the world. Hey, we're picking up speed. Doing 105 in 100 zone. Nice. Usually you'd start seeing some beautiful mountains in the background. Cascades, I think, right? Somebody's gonna correct me. What in the blazes? Where is that water coming from? On the passenger side, I'm getting water splashed on the bottom of the windshield. On the inside, where's that coming from? Is it the vent? Oh, that's weird. I don't know if you guys can even see it there. When the shoulder cam is up on the bottom passenger side, all the water drops. Those are on the inside. For a second, I'm like, why is the wiper not wiping the water? I was like, what's wrong with the wiper? No, there's nothing wrong with the wiper. I just have a rainstorm on the inside. Does my vent have a leak? Is water getting into my vent, and my vent is, because I have the defog blowing, is the defog blowing water onto the window? I mean, I haven't driven in heavy rain like this in a while. Jess still has some more doctor appointments, ultrasound, stuff like that. But when she comes back, I'm gonna get her help to figure that out. We'll do some testing too. Weird. I'll get out of the left lane as soon as I can do speed limit and I'm no longer passing anyone on the right side. Or if these guys keep brake checking me. We were doing so good for a little bit. I thought we were in the clear. Crying out loud. Every time I think we're gaining speed, they all slam on their brakes. They're doing that caterpillar crawl or a yo-yo. Hey, I passed you once already. That's unacceptable. You're not allowed to pass me on the right side lane. It makes me look like a jackwagon. We can't have that. Unacceptable. Wouldn't want me to be the jackwagon. Oh no. I'm leaving them a little more space so that when they hit their brakes. Looks like we're pulling away again. When they all slam in their brakes, I have a little bit of room. Catching up with them again. What's that slow vehicle on the right side? Is that an RV? Can't see what that is. That red van's gonna cut in front of me. No, it's not an RV, it's a cement mixer. least use your blinkers, red van. Okay. I mean, you could use your blinkers. Blink a couple of times before you make the turn. Don't start making the turn and then use your blinkers. No point. Did that red van cut me off because I was expecting the red van to cut me off and I gave it room? If I had just hammered down, would it still have cut me off? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Did the red van cut in front of me because I assumed it would and I made room for it? Crossing the Vedder channel, Vedder Canal, where everybody slows down for no reason other than it looks squishy and narrow. The highway is just as wide as it over here. It just doesn't have a shoulder, that's all. It's a race, it's a race. Unfortunately, that concrete cement mixer driver didn't look at me a single time. So come on, I wanted to wave hi to him. He wasn't interested. Headed home. I'm gonna get home past. It says 8:12 right now. It'll be later than that because I'm gonna have to pull over and have supper somewhere. It'll be later than that. Okay. So the boss already knew I was gonna get home late. So he wrote down this delivery for Tuesday morning, so I have Monday morning off and I can drive to the customer Monday afternoon. But then one of our trucks lost the clutch burnt out on it. And it's going to be in the shop for half of next week. So now there's some important loads, so the boss wanted to know if I could deliver this on Monday morning, and I said no. Absolutely not. But what I can do is, which load is important? He goes, this and this load going to Vancouver. I'm like, what I can do is deliver this load on Monday at noon, so leave early at home on Monday, deliver this at noon, pick up that load, and it won't get to Vancouver for Tuesday morning first thing, but it'll get Tuesday morning or Tuesday afternoon it'll get there. Does that work? He goes, yeah, we can make that work. I'm like, okay. Teamwork. I'm like, I want my time off. He goes, and then in return, I'll give you Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Monday too if you want it. You know, I don't need that much time off, but it's like we can compromise, give and take. Give me my 48 hours off. I prefer over 60 hours off, but 48, minimum 48. So I told them on Sunday afternoon I was planning on going skating, so that doesn't work for me delivering this Monday morning. You tell me, what time can you do? See if he can make it work. This is actually two loads. One load going to trail, and the tarp load goes to trail hardware store. Whew. You guys ever wonder if a big rig hydroplanes? That right there. Grab my steering wheel pretty good. And the lumber wrap is for Porcupine. I mean, if you guys saw it said Porcupine on it. It's going to the Porcupine lumber mill. Not sure which one I'll deliver first. Porcupine or the hardware store. Depending on the weather, I guess. With a light load like this, I'm just stuck in the left lane. If I had a heavy load, I would just follow traffic. I don't want to impede traffic in the left lane. It's actually illegal in DC to run the left lane like I am, but the way I figure it is, I am actively passing people, and as long as I'm doing that, I'll just stay in the left lane. And they just exited, so I guess it's time to move over. We'll see for how long. We have to slow to 80. About that. These guys are slowing more than 80, so I'll just go here, follow the traffic. Do whatever the traffic in front of me is doing. Is that an excavator? On a low boy? Woohoo! Or is that a tree harvester? Can't tell. lot of sitting water on the road. It looks like a tree harvester. It's one of those squat low excavators. Ooh, definitely hydroplaning. That excavator looked like it was one of the specialty forestry equipment. Low down to the ground, squat, lower center of gravity, so they can do the extreme grades of the forests or mountains. Lighter there. You can see a slight outline of a mountain ahead of us. Ever so slight. Might be driving out of the rain. Plus 8.5 degrees Celsius. For me, it's January 30th. It is just insane that this is not a snowstorm. Plus 8.5. It was 10 degrees Celsius earlier on, at like lunchtime. That is just insane to be this warm. Yeah, it's definitely getting lighter. I'm seeing more of the mountain. We might be driving out of the rainstorm. Or this is just a lighter pocket, who knows. Really watching for those pools of water on the road. Yeah, I expected all these cars to exit here. There's a pool. Hold on tight. I love the sound of rain on the windshield. It's just so soothing, so relaxing. This is what I live for. I live for the storms. This is where I feel my best. This is where I enjoy life. He got sucked onto the shoulder pretty hard there on that one. All of my life, this is my happy place. Snowstorm, rainstorm, tornadoes, hurricanes. This is my happy place. When I first got my drivers out of high school, I guess in high school, when there was a huge thunderstorm. I was in my Cutlass Supreme Oldsmobile, driving down dirt roads that car had no business being on, chasing the storm. Unfortunately, I've never caught a tornado while driving. I remember with my parents driving, saw a tornado in North Dakota, and then another one in Winkler, Manitoba. Winkler, Manitoba, we were in the tornado, but it was a small one. It was a small baby one. I mean, it didn't feel that much like a baby inside of it, but I know what a big tornado can do. What the baby tornado sounded pretty damn violent when you're inside of it. I can only imagine what a big hardcore tornado is like. Drop of water on my side, dripping it from the top. I've got leaks everywhere. I think we talked about that earlier. I went onto Reddit and wanted to ask the question. I searched it, and there was this whole topic of leaking windshields. It's like, does your windshield leak too? Yes. Everybody's windshield leaks, or lots of drivers' windshields leak. The problem is we get new windshields so often, it's hard to seal around the edges. It drives me nuts though. Alright, I'm going to go in this lane prematurely because I know this dip sometimes is standing water. Not too bad. Well, let's find out if the scale's open. Neat seeing the mountains sticking out of the fog like that. I mean, you can only see the closest mountains, but it's still kind of neat. Now, the reason I can drive faster than a lot of these cars is simply I weigh so much more than those cars do. Same with if you see a big rig flying by you on an icy, slippery, snow-covered road, remember that dude has been on ice roads for the last 13 hours, and he is super heavy. Probably has great winter tires. It doesn't mean he's a jackwagon. I've jumped to the same conclusion. That stupid little SUV just went flying by me. But do we know if he's a jackwagon? We don't. Maybe he's got studded tires all the way around, and he's got experience and used to race on ice roads. So he has the experience, he has the equipment. Maybe he is fine driving the speed he is. Also, very likely he's a jackwagon too, but I'm just saying that not all of them are jackwagons. Some of them have have the skill and the equipment to drive more aggressively than you are. Because if you think about it, a truck driver is on the highway 13 hours a day, 60 to 70 hours a week. There's truck drivers, I bet you some of you guys do less driving in a year than what truck drivers do in a week. And obviously there will be a skill difference in that case. Coming up to Hurling Island, and then after that we get to see what the scale is doing today. They just hit some water there, hydroplane, that slowed them down a bit. The handle is pretty good. Seems like their experience level is pretty high. Waterfalls are all going crazy on this side of the road there. It's funny, as a flatlander, I would have been in awe of those waterfalls. How awesome those waterfalls are. And now it's like, just those waterfalls. If I wasn't recording a video, it wouldn't deserve a mention to Jess if she was sitting beside me. Talking of Jess, I mentioned the ultrasound earlier, just in case people jump to conclusions. Jess is fine. been taking the opportunity of off time to book appointments for stuff like ultrasounds and stuff like that, allergy tests, just for preventative, basically preventative maintenance. She is, our healthcare is free, guys. It took 6 months to get the ultrasound, but just making sure her ticker's working right, her being diabetic, actually with the way her health is right now, she's actually at a rate that she's no longer considered diabetic. Now she's considered pre-diabetic. She was pretty bad diabetic, but like we've gotten all the chemicals and everything balanced where she's not even diabetic anymore. Yeah, years ago, before we started doing all this and starting all the tests, she was allergic to everything. She still is allergic to everything. Allergic to her own sweat. She couldn't exercise because as soon as she went to exercise, she would just break out in hives. So the doctors have been trying some different medication to make that better, and now she goes for a walk or a jog every day when she's at home. And that's really working. And I think that was the first problem to solve. As soon as she wasn't allergic to her own sweat, she's been like skating every weekend, every other weekend, and then walking, jogging, and then all of that has made her lose a lot of weight, and then that fixes everything else, right? As soon as you can be active person, just a normal active person. It's like she's not going out of her way to try to lose a lot of weight. She's literally just, I can now be active. Even when we go skating, she still breaks out a little bit. But now it's not like I'm gonna die from breaking out. I'm actually can go out and enjoy doing physical activities. So honestly, she's been healthier than she has been forever. Thanks to our free healthcare, we can do all those tests, figure all those things out. That was my last chance to exit before the scale. What if I just took that little back road and went around the scale? That little back road literally is on the back side of the scale. They'd get you. I've often wanted to take that road just for the sake of taking an alternative road to see what's down there. I guess we'll have to save that for the RV as well. The river's still pretty empty, so all this rain hasn't really hit that river yet. Alright, we got a scale coming up, so I won't pass this guy. I'll slow down. Because if the scale's open, I would hate to be the guy that slams on their brakes and then passes, slams on brakes, and pulls off. There's some more of those silage silos. These are the blue ones with the, I don't know if they're actually active. Maybe. Okay, now you're really slowing down. Come on, bud. Scale is like a mile away. I can't pass you. Oh, we're speeding up again. Oh yeah, there's that little back road I was talking about. On the other side of the fence, that is that back road. remember, I'm not empty. I am loaded. The big rig in front of me is signaling to go into the scale. So I can't do the bypass lane. I have to go over. I don't feel like I'm loaded with this light baby load, but I am. Scale is open. Always look for the signal lights of the big rigs in front of me. It's the first sign you can see if the scale's open or not. Not a guarantee that it's open, but it's a pretty strong hint that it is. Hand is itchy. A lot of sitting water there. This is the scale that had the windows shot out. I wonder if they're bulletproof glass now. The scale was closed for months because somebody came and shot out all the windows. Cop has a customer on the other side of the road. At least this scale, I don't have to do a detour to get to it. It's just the in, back out. Waste a minute or two, back up to speed. I think I got the cameras figured out, right? I know the first week with a dash cam, it was very, I'm like, what's wrong? I don't have the settings right, but I think we got it figured out. For some reason my Garmin says the speed limit's 80 here. It's not, it's 100. With the load being so light, I actually have the settings wrong on the GPS to a max weight load. We're making up a lot of time. I don't have the GPS set right. We might get home around 8 because I'm making up so much time. I should change it to empty. So light. Oh, there's delays on Highway 3. Yeah, it says 7:22 now. Because I'm not quite empty. I'll be a little bit slow up the hill, so it'll be a little, yeah, I'll think around 8 p.m. With the delays on Highway 3 and eating supper. Yeah, 8 p.m. Get home. Let's see where I get to park today. need fuel yet? No. Should I get fuel? Where should I get fuel? Probably should get fuel in Princeton. If not, then I'd have to get fuel on Monday morning. Yeah, I'll decide then. Load this light, I might not be burning a lot of fuel. I mean, pushing all the water on the road is definitely burning more fuel than dry roads, but so much standing water on the road. Just kind of neat that you see the bottom of the mountain, but that's it. I'm trying to drive outside of the groove. The groove has got so much sitting water in it. It's unusual for me to try to drive in the center of the road instead of on the shoulder. That's where the groove is. Welcome to Hope, British Columbia. We're not actually going to pull into Hope. We're just going to zoom right by. So the batteries are going to die and it's going to be fairly dark by the time we get to the washout on Highway 3. There's a big washout. I did record a video going through there. You guys will not see that this week, but it was pretty dark out, so I don't know if that's a good video or not. If it's anything decent, I'll give that to you guys as the Monday video in a week. A week and a bit from now. I'll call it Highway Washed Out or something like that. If that video has worked out at all. I haven't looked at it yet. But I did that yesterday night, or yesterday evening, coming through there. So if it works out, it'll be from Allison brake check to Hope Slide brake check. Remember that, but I don't remember which videos I did for this week, coming week. Pretty rough road here. The road's got so many cracks in it that the road's almost dry because the water is just soaking down through the pavement into the gravel underneath, washing away the gravel underneath, which then results in huge potholes. Oh yeah, I guess we just left Trans-Canada Highway number 1. We're officially on the Crow's Nest Highway, Highway number 3. Crow's Nest is actually in Alberta, but the whole highway is named after it. Crow's Nest is a town in Alberta. Crow's Nest Pass, actually. Right in the Rockies. But that name's got to be a Wild West name, right? Pioneers. Turn left at the Crow's Nest.
In 3.5 kilometers, take exit 177 on the right, take Highway 3 East.
The left 2 lanes turn into Yellowhead Highway 5. If you want to stay on Crow's Nest, you must stay on the very far right lane. Okanagan. You can go via 5 or 3. 2 ways to get to the Okanagan. Pretty big potholes on that bridge. Definitely don't want to run in the groove there. Sorry, I'm already there. I just won't speed up when it gets flat. A lot of coolers on the back of that truck. Snowmobile in the truck in front of it. Someone's going camping. Maybe some ice fishing. Well, it's all the way down to 60? That is as good as any spot to end the video. Beautiful little waterfall rapid stuff all around us. Oh man, we live in a beautiful spot. Man, there's a little bit of snow in the ditch still, but it just all melted. It's insane. Traffic vehicles. I'm not sure if this is for construction. Must be doing something over there because it opens up over here again. Hammer down. Well guys, thank you guys so much for supporting us. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Linda and Dave. David. I think it's Linda and David right here are my only 2 coffee donators. I appreciate that. I'm gonna have myself a coffee crisp. I should have had the coffee crisp. That way I could show you a coffee crisp. It's basically a chocolate bar that is coffee flavored and has a waffle inside. One of my favorite chocolate bars. I'll have one of those next time I stop. And then I'll throw some supper into the toaster oven, drive an hour down the road, and then have some supper. I think I'm just gonna have some chicken fingers. I know they're in there. Super easy meal to make. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm out of here. Man, you know what? Thank you guys. Like really, really, really thank you guys for all your support. If you coffee or a YouTube member, like having that 5th camera, I think it gives me those extra shots. I know I was going to say goodbye there, but it just gives me that extra flexibility to go, man, I wish I had that shot. Now, because I got the 5 cameras, I was willing to put 2 cameras outside facing forward. If a lot of that video is not going to be usable, but with 2 of them, hopefully one or the other is usable, and we get an awesome video out of it because of that. 5 cameras is definitely max. Can't do more until I get a bigger, faster laptop, but that won't be for some time yet. And a bigger, faster laptop might not even fit in the truck. We'll see when I get a new truck. Oh, so hey, did I? No, no. What? What? New truck? Who said that? I know nothing. Wonder what color it'll be. I mean, I know nothing. Nothing's happening. I'm not getting a new truck. No, we don't know nothing. We know nothing. Anyway, I'm out of here. We'll leave you just hanging with that. You guys absolutely rock. Jess isn't here, so this will be a gooder. A gooder? A gooder? Really? Did I just say that? Let's not honk at that car. Okay, now we're good to go again. Gooder. Really?